Hey everybody, what's up? It is 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good to see you. It's your friend James Shaw. We are in Minneapolis today, doing the ALC clinic for North Central region. So I get to meet with all their team leaders and OPs and MCAs and everybody today. Get to see all the agents tomorrow. It's going to be great. And then I'll come home. And then I get to see many of you as you prepare to come to Tampa Bay for Advance. We do have a couple of last minute opportunities to get in. I saw Paul has a couple tickets to sell. He posted this morning, and there may be a couple of others. If you want to try to squeeze in a trip to Advance to come do some business planning, it's John Acuff and me on Monday. John's only sold 1 million books about goals, literally 1 million books about goals. And then you have me who's sold no books about goals. And the two of us are going to teach together. So one of the speakers is going to be way better than the other about helping you have a different perspective on your goals and then putting it into the MREA models. It'll be great. And then day two, we've got Mike Michalowicz on Profit First, Linda Clemens on nonverbal communication. It's just going to be fun. So we'd love to see you, but you do have to bundle up. It could be in the 30s on Tuesday morning. Yeah, but the ballroom will be colder, so you'll be prepared. We are all back to the basics today, and that's what we've been doing all week. We've been focused on the basics. Monday was, set a goal that has purpose and meaning. And yesterday was really about kind of understanding the things you got to do to reach the goal. Today is about your database. And I know we talk about database a lot, but I had this thought about what a database is and what a database isn't that might just be a little bit of a different perspective for you. And so we're going to talk about it. But I'm glad you're here. Let's do a couple Tell Me Something Goods. We're going to do these three: Brianne, Jessica, who has her fall hair, and Carrie. We're going to do the three of you. So Brianne, you go first.
Good morning from Boca Raton. Thank you, James. So my something good is doing the challenge, the November challenge. I was able to reach out to a past client that I probably would not have otherwise, and now have a listing appointment for a $2.2 million listing.
Let's go. 2.2 million in Boca. That's a 800 square feet.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Brianne. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning, James. Thanks for letting me share. For those of you who don't know, I don't actually live in Colorado, so I'm a member of a market center I have no ability to walk into. I work from my home office 1,000 miles away because I live in Kansas City. And it gets really, really lonely in my home office. I never get to leave my house, which for an extrovert is a kiss of death. And so I started a lunch group. Today is our second Kansas City Pivot Lunch Group. And through that, I was able to connect with some people that want to give a shout out to Duke Fry.
Great dude.
Been to that. I love Duke. Duke's a great guy.
Yep.
And he actually got me in touch with his market center in Prairie Village. And not only do I have an invite to come use a room in their spot, come down and be in their market center whenever I need out of my office, they've also invited me to teach in their market center in December. And so this community is amazing. It's filling a part of my cup I didn't know I needed until I realized I was completely burnt out and all alone in my office.
And you're great at it, by the way. You did an Inspire session for us. It was eye-opening.
That's what they want. They want they want a version of the Inspire session.
That's really good. It was a great session about database. Actually goes in line with what we're talking about today. So Jessica, thank you so much. All right, Carrie Dobo, you get the last one. Then we got to get after it.
Hey James, thank you. On Friday I was able to close a deal that it's someone that I have known, I say, since I was a baby adult, because I've known him since my first job at my first private school straight out of grad school. And we've just kind of kept in touch, and now he works at the school I most recently worked at with my husband. And I went out over 2 other agents because of loyalty, he said. Even though he didn't want to do the strategy we said, just keeping in touch with him and keeping in relationship, and we were able to close the deal and to come full circle yesterday. And I say this cautiously but excitedly, because I know that I don't want it to be a brag, but I was able to pay off those student loans that the first school I worked at and met him, that's what those were paying for. So it's been a big week, and being in relationship with him has just reminded me what the power that has, because it's been like 10 years since I've met him.
I'm so proud of you, Carrie Dobo. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Be well. Let's get after it today. It is Back to the Basics week, which is so fun. We've hit 1,000 every day on the call, which is great too. That means you guys like the basics. It means you know the basics aren't outdated, and it also shows that you know that you have opportunity to master them. You have opportunity to get solid foundation around them and get creative on top of it. Now, I gave you some different basics than probably what you're used to. I said first you have to set a goal that has purpose and meaning. That was on Monday. So if you missed it Monday, go back to your podcast platform, type in Pivot Shift Ahead Mastermind, listen to Monday's call. Tuesday was create a plan or a process that gets you to the goal. If you missed that, go to your favorite podcast platform and listen to it. Today is all about database. I have some notes that I want you to think about when it comes to your database, because it's this. We know this. It's a relationship business. It's totally a relationship business, and you know it, and we got to be in touch with people. And you've heard Gary Keller say stuff like your business is your database. And you've got to be systematized around your database and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to think of your database a little bit differently. I want you to look at your database not as a list of people that you know, or, I don't want you to talk about how you get into your CRM. I want you to look at your database and think of it as a community. Your database is a community of people who like you, trust you, want to hear from you, want to connect with you. A community doesn't thrive in isolation. A community thrives together. We've got to come together when we're a community. And if you look at your database and you choose to look at it and go, this is my community, by the way, there is no other community like it. That community is not repeatable anywhere else. You're the only one with that community. And if you look at it that way and you go, my job is to show up for my community, add value to my community, deepen relationships with the people in my community, pour into my community, then what happens is the byproduct of that is that you get paid. This is the choice that you make about whether or not the business is going to be about making as much money as possible or helping as many people as possible. You have to decide which it's going to be about. But if you look at your database as a community, then you might have a different perspective. Now, here's the things we have to do with our community of our database. Number one, build it intentionally. We have to define the people in the community. We have to know what their seat is in our community. Are they a past client? Are they the parent of our, of our kid's friend? Is it a coworker that we worked with? Is it someone that we just met randomly coming into an open house? But how do they fit into our community? So we have to build it very intentionally so we know who they are, and we have to keep it organized. Keep it organized in such a way that if we want to reach a certain segment of our community, we can easily go do that. Like maybe we want to talk to everyone in our community whose last name starts with the letters C and K. We have to have it organized in such a way that we can reach out to it. The true piece about community is you have to communicate with it consistently. If we did this call every third Wednesday, the attendance would never be like it is now. Because you'd go, wait, do we meet every third Wednesday? Or is it every other Wednesday? Or is it every Wednesday? And what time do we do it? It's the consistency of the everyday that you can wake up and be on. That's what creates community. Some of you who are not going to be in advance, and we do not have a call on Monday and Tuesday of next week, will feel a little bit lost because you didn't get to connect with your community. So community is something you connect with consistently. We've got to do that. And then the next piece is you provide value to a community. So your connections need to be valuable. Now we'll spend all of Friday talking about just that, because a lot of us think it's value when it's really pretty low level. It's spam. We want to get away from spam and get into value. And that allows you to cultivate the opportunities that exist in there. When you become the leader of this community and you've got them tagged correctly, so you know what everyone's role is in the community, and then you have it sorted in such a way that you can reach specific members of your community at specific times about things that are important to them. And then you're consistently communicating with them because you care about them as people and adding value when you do so, then that communication and consistency and value turns into opportunity for you when they're ready. I just want you to think about your database as a community and how important it is that you look at it that way and think about, if I were in a group of people that I saw regularly and cared about, how would I treat them? That's how you should treat your database. Donna Gilbert, let's talk about it. Good morning.
Good morning. I love this topic. I mean, I literally had an emotional response when you said treat your database like a community because it is so true. When you do that, then you're looking to see where you can help. You're seeing how they can help somebody else within your community. I mean, you're constantly thinking, you're never at a loss as to what to chat with them about. Simple, how are you doing becomes a real conversation, a real question that you're looking for. And as I said before, when we were talking about events and such, get involved in their life. Go out and see what they're doing and attend the events where they're invested. It becomes so, yeah, I mean, you start this community is a family as far as I'm concerned. And every day we meet new family members, which is wonderful. And I'm looking so forward to this weekend to see my old family and meet my new family. But at night, this is going to be a little corny, sorry, but at night I literally worry about some of the people on this call. And I want to call them and make sure that they're okay before I close my eyes. My kids are grown. So, I you worry about the people who are important to you, and then you talk to them.
That's right. Donna, thank you so much. Dean, stand by. I'm going to go to Pat real quick because we don't hear from her very often, and she's a genius. Pat, good morning.
Jeez. Okay, this is my favorite subject. You're right. I love that. I
Real
never
quick,
thought of
before
it-
you say why it's your favorite subject, I just want to point out, like as you have started to scale down the business, right? You've merged into another team. You don't need to sell houses anymore. You don't need to do that to make your life work. But you said the one thing you didn't want to give up was the lead gen to the database, which is usually the first thing people want to dump. And you're like, that's the one thing you can't give up. Like this is something you're very passionate about, Pat.
Oh, they're my family. They're my relationships. This has been 40 years building, and you're right. I built it every day. I put new people into my community every day, and I'm happy about it. And it's the one thing, if I was told that I couldn't talk to these people anymore and I couldn't care about them and I couldn't reach out and know, I like a dear friend of mine just won an election last night. She's a judge now in Bucks County, and we've been working on it for 8 years. But she is someone I met in an open house over 20 years ago. And there's just been a series of seeing her and supporting her. And I am just so happy this morning. That's a relationship. And it's the main reason why I wanted to formulate when I do step out of production. And I think that's going to be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do step out of production, I want a good team to be there to take care of these people that I have taken care of for the past 40 years. And I want them to feel confident in who I leave them with. So and you're right. Every morning I get up, I make calls, and I text people. People text me back. People call me. But that's because it's a relationship we have.
Right.
And they know I'm not calling them because I want to get paid. I don't even think about getting paid.
It's a change in perspective. Pat,
Mhm.
thank you. See you this weekend.
Okay.
Orly, good morning.
Good morning again. So I want to give you a little bit of a different perspective. I've got a database of 10,000 people. That's a lot.
Yep.
There is no way I'm calling 10,000 people. Granted, a lot of them are either realtors I had production with, so that's one category, attorneys, whatever, but my VIPs are about 1,500, which is also a lot.
A lot.
By doing all the touches and all of the things, I was pleasantly surprised that when I did table builders and I called 20 women that I wanted to connect with and my line to them was, I've always wanted to get to know you better. And I want to take off my only Orly mask and really just be real with you and develop deep relationships. Would you be willing to come to my house for a girls' night in? And I was so pleasantly shocked when everybody said, yes, of course we'll come, because of all the years of just communicating with them. This weekend, I had a listing appointment. I was there. I can get a listing between 20 minutes and an hour. I was there for almost 2 hours, just talking. Never went through my presentation. Never met these people, by the way, because my buyer's agent sold them the house. So I never physically met them. But when I walked in, I felt like I was family. We spoke for 2 hours about my life, and they said, we follow you on Facebook. We see, that you were in Israel. We see this. We see your family. We see your daughters. I was really shocked that they knew everything about me, and I had never met these people only because of all of the touches. I did the gratitude channel challenge this week where I texted so many of my clients just to say it's November Gratitude Month, thinking of you with gratitude. So grateful for you. And the response back was, I needed to hear this. My mother just got diagnosed with cancer. Thank you for reaching out. So even though I do not do the DT, D2, because I've got a very robust and large database, with all the other touches, I'm there. I'm there. They see me and they see me for who I am.
Yep.
And those that connect with who I am are my peeps and my community. And those that don't, that's okay too. I'm just the realtor to them, and that's fine with me. Just call me
We're
when you're
going
ready
to
to
have
move.
all different types, and we got to know what our community groups are so we can add value to them. Orly, thank you. That's great. We'll see you this week too. Dan, good morning.
Good morning, James. Yes, actually, just the yesterday, working with my coach to develop my 135 plan for 2026. And priority one is actually nurture my database, and priority three is community involvement. I do have the 5 strategies listed out for both of these priorities. Now it's just about coming up with these add on to the strategies to get out there, get my name out there, stay in touch with my VIP clients. But most of all, I feel with my community involvement, I'm very well entrenched in that already with president of the Piscataway Historical Society, the local food bank, and I'm feeling good about 2026 with my goal.
No doubt. And I'm sure you are because you've put in the work to build the foundation.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
believe
jumping
it.
up to Kelly because Kelly is all about relationship and database. And Kelly is our Wednesday webinar today because today is Wednesday. We have found Wednesday is the best day for a Wednesday webinar. So if you want to hear about what Kelly is doing, jamesdshaw.com/Wednesday webinar. But Kelly, what's on your mind?
I was just thinking about database and having it be a community, and that's why I love events. Whenever I do an event, it's like all your favorite people together in one space. And it's just such a great opportunity to connect with people, to invite them. And then when you're there, it like reminds me of, I don't know if when you got married and all your favorite people were in one room. And you're like, I just remember being like, this is so fun. This is so fun. And your events are kind of the same way. It's a community of people together. And so if you've not done one yet, I would just encourage you because it's a great way to connect with your community and you will leave energized.
No doubt. You certainly will. I'm looking forward to talking to you today. 2:00 Eastern.
Yes.
She has gotten so, it's like ridiculously simple. And Kelly's having a record year. That's going to be really, really, really good. All right, Josie, you're next. Good morning.
Good morning. And this is something that I would say of all the things that our team does well, and not well, community really is the thing, right? At every event, anywhere we're at, our clients, when we're not listening, are telling other people about how much we care about the community, how much we do. And it's because of the things between the transactions, right? Even between the client events, like this week alone, between, the SNAP benefits and what happened with Jamaica and just, it's food drive month. Like we've had so many people reach out to us to tell us what they're doing and just ask us to just share it out, right? Just to help them spread the word. Val was at an event recently where one of our former attorneys, who's now a judge, was there, and she just out of nowhere started talking about Val and how much she does for the community. And like that is the resounding message, right? Like people come to me for salon tips or for travel agents. And it's those types of things. Like they see us as a resource, they see us as connectors, and that's what counts, right? Like we genuinely care about them in their personal lives, in their day-to-day lives. We reach out to them, we pay attention to what's going on as best as we can, right? And those are the things that when people know that you truly care about them, that is what makes a difference in how you engage with them and how they engage with you.
I would ask everybody to put in the chat, do you care about the people in your database? Like, honestly. Now, I know you don't know all of them individually and every single person and know everything, but But as a group of people, do you care about them? Put it in the chat, yes or no. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you care about them, yes or no? And if you're a yes person, then you got to talk to them, because you talk to people you care about. You connect with people you care about. You add value to people you care about. If you care about them, you don't ignore them. You ignore people you don't care about. You connect with people you do care about. So go care about them. Go connect with them. Go talk to them. Renee, Stephanie, and Cindy, sorry we're out of time. But I know you had something smart to say. You have to put it in the chat. I'm so sorry, but I have to get in the Uber Lyft and go to the ALC clinic. Otherwise, they're going to be mad at me. So thank you for being here today, and thanks for being part of our Getting Back to the Basics. We'll be back and better than ever tomorrow. Kelly and I today at 2 o'clock Eastern on our Wednesday webinar. Everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow. Got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. Bye.
Thank you, James.
Bye.
See you guys.